Hi everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day. Before we get started, hi, my name is Teresa and I welcome you all to my channel. If you're new here and you like unboxings, you like getting ready with me with some scary ghost stories, I even do makeup try-ons on here. I do animal and nature clips, I do tongue twister Thursday, I do fun fact Friday, I do a walk into history, and I sometimes do giveaways on here, and guys, I do more. I do more than just beauty on this channel. Now, if you're interested in all the content that I just said, then please consider hitting the subscribe button down here on the bottom. When you hit the subscribe button, there will be a bell. And when you hit the bell, you'll be notified of when I upload my new video. So today, guys, this is Take a Walk into History. Yes, it is. And the state that we're doing for this Wednesday is Arizona, the Grand Canyon State. So I found the bio and I found some history on it, and I even found the birthday and the number state that when it became a state, and I got 3 scary ghost stories, which a ghost story tells lots and lots of stories. About back then and everything. So I wanted to go ahead and share that with you. And I will be posting pictures right up here somewhere. Maybe over here. Maybe over here. Who knows? Might be right here. Who knows? But I love learning about our states and the history of each state. Love learning about what their state flower, their state tree is, bird, everything. The history, the stories. I think it's good for everybody to know about each and one of our states because I'm proud to be an American, and I'm sure you all are too. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to first read the bio. It goes from, like I said, from nicknames to the anthem song, butterflies, firearms, fossils, you name it, it's on here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first one is nicknames. It's called the Grand Canyon State, the Copper State, and the Valentine State. And the reason why it's called Valentine State, it became a state on Valentine's Day, and we'll read a little bit about that. Number 2, their state motto is God enriches. Number 3, their anthem song. They had 2 anthem songs. The first one is the Arizona March Song and Arizona. Number 4, their state amphibian is an Arizona tree frog. Tree frogs are quite scary looking. Number 5, their state bird is a cactus wren. Love birds, and it's a beautiful bird. Number 6, their state butterfly is a 2-tailed swallowtail. Very beautiful butterfly. Their state fish is an Apache trout. And I never knew that until I saw the picture. I never knew what an Apache trout was. Their state flowers is a saguaro cactus blossom. Very pretty. Those little pink flowers. Their state mammal is a ring-tailed cat. The reptile for their state is Arizona ridge-nosed rattlesnake. I don't like rattlesnakes. We have rattlesnakes around here too. The state tree is a Palo Verde. The colors of the state is blue and old gold. Their firearm, which I thought this was very intriguing because the states that I just did, they didn't have firearms. But the firearm is a Colt single action army revolver. The state fossil is petrified wood. Their gemstone is turquoise, which is a beautiful color. I love turquoise. It's very pretty. And I love the stone. Their state mineral is fire agate. or is it agate? The state rock is petrified wood, which I thought that was very interesting. Their state ship is the USS Arizona ship. The slogan is the Grand Canyon State. The soil is Casa Grande. And of course, their state capital is Phoenix. All right, so that was all the bio information on the states. Now we have a little bit of history I would like to read to you guys about. And what I did is I pieced some stories together, and I found these very intriguing and very interesting. So let's go ahead and get started. For thousands of years before the modern era, Arizona was home to many ancient Native Americans civilizations. Hohokam Mogollon and ancestral Puebloan cultures were among those that flourished throughout the state. Many of their pueblos, cliffside dwellings, rock paintings, and other prehistoric treasures have survived and attracted thousands of tourists each year. The federal government declared a new U.S. Arizona territory consisting of the western half of the early New Mexican Territory in Washington, D.C. on February 24th, 1863. These new boundaries would later form the basis of the state. The first territorial capital, Prescott, was found in 1864, following a gold rush to central Arizona. Cotton farming and copper mining, two of Arizona's most important statewide industries, suffered heavily during the Great Depression. 3 ships named USS Arizona had been christened in honor of the state, although only USS Arizona BB-39 was so named after statehood was achieved. And that was a little bit of history that I wrote down, and I found that very interesting. Just learning, what happened back then, being in the Depression and everything. I just couldn't imagine living in the Great Depression. I mean, because what I was told was stories that you get food and stuff, and you have to basically have a certain amount of food, and basically people would hide amounts of food, and if you got caught with that, you'd get in big trouble. So just very, very interesting. All right, so now we're moving on to the birthday of the state of Arizona. And Arizona became the 48th state on February 14th, 1912. And at the beginning I said February 20th. I'm so sorry. February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. A little mess up there. But yes, they became the 48th state on February 14th, 1912. Very, very interesting. All right, so now we're moving on to our last part. These are 3 ghost stories I found very intriguing and interesting also, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Like I said, if we could just talk to the other world, they would have a big story to tell you what happened back then. So our first one is from Thornton Road Domes in Casa Grande, Arizona. There's an airy aurora surrounding the unusual-looking UFO-shaped concrete structures located on 5 anchor paths of desert terrain of Interstate 8 south of Casa Grande. Vacant since the early 80s, when a new defunct California electronics manufacturer constructed the buildings for office space and a factory. That's so interesting. The so-called Thornton Road domes have become a quaint curiosity. fodder for local shutterbugs, and an impromptu gallery for graffiti artists. Some spooky stories have sprung up in recent years about shadowy figures scurrying about the property, slamming car doors, kicking around rocks, or unleashing dynamic sounding screams. Ooh. Though they're still more or less standing as of this writing. Pinal County has ordered the demolition of the domes. So they're probably going to end up tearing them down. All right, number 2. This one, I really found this one very mind-blowing and interesting. So number 2 is called Lost Dutchman State Park, Apache Junction in Arizona. Though a scenic state park, Lost Dutchman is historic and spooky as hell. Yes, the Superstition Mountains allegedly hold the fabled Last Dutchman's mine, which is also supposedly haunted and guarded by spirits. Dozens of people have lost their lives searching for the Lost Dutchman mine or gold, or both. Scattered at the foot of the Superstition mountainous areas are holes dug into the earth by desperate miners called prospectors, searching for that oh so rare yellow metal we know as gold. Says Lost Dutchman Park manager Tim Kristoff, gold fever was rampant in the Old West and somewhat for a few souls today. Nearby residents have reported shadows, lights, and of course tons of hearsay. And I thought that one was very interesting to read to you guys. I mean, just a lot of greedy people out there wanting gold to be rich and stuff, and to put your life at risk or other people's life at risk is not worth it. So, very, very interesting. All right, so number 3, this is our last one. This one, it's very sentimental. It makes me very emotional when I read this story. Let me know in the comments if this story makes you feel emotional. But this is called Ghost Dancers, a Yokai Well in Arizona. During the warm summer night, when a full moon rises in the desert sky, ghost dancers have been seen at Yokai Well in Anza Borrego Desert State Park. The ghosts are immigrants who were traveling from Yuma, Arizona to California. They died at the well site. It is only during the hot summer nights of the full moon that the 3 immigrants return to Yokai Well. One rises out of the muddy waters of the Yokai Well, while one emerges from the brushes nearby, and the third arrives in a cool breeze out of the wash. The ghosts join hands and circle Yokai Well in a dance. Soon after the twirling begins, they disappear, leaving only the good waters of the well and a slight chill in the air. And I find that one very, very emotional. That would be very, very cool to see. I mean, I probably would be scared out of my wits, but you know. Alright guys, that was my last one on Arizona. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope we learn more about Arizona. Like I said, I love doing all 50 states. I love getting to know our country a little bit more. I know some of you have asked about the U.S. territories, which I will be doing that next, and then we'll be traveling into other countries. History has always been a part of me. You know, learning about it, learning what happened back then as to what's happening now. I just couldn't imagine living back then because it was a lot worse than it is today. At least today we have electronics and computers and everything. They had nothing. You know, they had no TVs, they had no electric, and you know, in some eras, and it's just very fascinating at how they grew up and how they lived and how, you know, how they survived in that era. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And I hope everybody stays blessed. And I hope everybody stays safe no matter where you are, no matter where you're at. Please stay safe. And I'll be seeing you all in my next video. Thank you for stopping by, and you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.